Welcome everybody to another episode of Unconventional Money. Today we're going to talk about ways to destroy your credit. In our previous videos we spoke about what credit is, what is a credit repair agency. Today we're going to talk about the main factors on how people destroy their credit, what they do, and how you can prevent making these mistakes in today's episode, Credit Edition. Point one, what is one way that people destroy their credit? I'm going to tell you right now. I'll give you a quick story.
I have seen that you have yet to subscribe. The night one, if you do not subscribe, we will break you.
A couple years ago, actually about 10 years ago, there was a guy that I knew, his credit was kind of bad. So he had asked another individual we knew to co-sign for him. So that individual co-signed for him to get a car that he needed for his business. Here's the problem with this. If he decides not to make payments or he defaults, who do you think the bank or the credit union or whoever's giving the loan is going to go after? They're going to go after the co-signer. That's why they want a co-signer, because they want essentially a responsible party that they can go after for the income. So be careful if you're co-signing. You might have a friend and their credit's kind of bad. They'll say, hey man, please help me out. Help me co-sign to get this car. Don't do it, because if they default, you are ultimately responsible for that loan. Do not co-sign for individuals. It's sad, you can't help everybody, don't do it. Point number two, another way that people destroy their credit is by having too many credit inquiries. Let's say, for example, I'm 21 years old, I just graduated college or school, whatever, and I want to get an apartment. And I have a list of 10 places I really like. If I go through all 10 places and all 10 places check my credit, every time a place does a credit inquiry, it actually dings your credit by a little bit. So now if I'm doing 10 places, that's gonna hurt my credit score significantly. It's better to limit yourself to 2 to 3 places you really like and limit yourself to those places. So do your research. If you find 10 places, limit yourself down to 3, pick between those 3, because like I said, if you're having 10 places check your credit, that's ultimately gonna hurt you so much more than if you only have 2 or 3 places check your credit. So do not have too many credit inquiries done against your credit score. The third way that people can destroy their credit is the following. Let's say John is dating Jessica and they decide, oh, they're in love, whatever, and they open up a joint bank account together. If they have a joint bank account and one or the other goes on a spending spree or does something very irresponsible, guess who's responsible? The other person on that joint bank account. The only way, in my opinion, that you should ever typically have an account with someone is if you are married, because when you're married, there's certain laws set up in a way that protect you. If you're dating someone and you're just putting them on your bank account with you, or you're putting an account together, just be aware if things don't work out and that individual goes out, not only that, they could go take the money and guess what? You have no say in it because they can legally do it. I know there was a story many years ago of a football player that was dating this girl and she took out something like $400,000 or $500,000, and guess what? She had every right to do so because she was on the bank account with him. So she had every legal right to do that. Even though it wasn't right, she legally had the right. So you got to be careful with this, because then, like I said, someone, if they're on your bank account with you, they can go on a spending spree, put you in the negative, and if you don't make those payments, guess what? It's going to affect your credit. So be careful who you put on your bank account.
Please like and subscribe to Unconventional Money.
Point number 4, how people destroy their credit is by getting too many credit cards. Now, me personally, I do not have credit cards. However, I run business, so I'm in a different situation, so to speak. However, if you're trying to build your credit and you want to use a credit card, you really shouldn't have maybe more than 1 or 2. And again, you keep your limited purchases. So you know what you're going to buy, you make sure you have the money. Oftentimes what happens with people is they just start getting credit cards for anything and everything at a young age. This is what I did at a young age. And you forget about little payments on this, little payments on that. And guess what? That adds up quickly. So if you are going to get a credit card, again, be very, very responsible with it. And B, make sure you only have 1, 2 at the most at a young age. You don't need to have 5 credit cards. You don't need a credit card for Amazon, a credit card for Walmart, a credit card for Best Buy. You don't need all that. Keep yourself limited so you can keep control. When you have too many credit cards, you see people 5, 6, 7, 8, they forget what's what payment is due today, and it's just a mess. Keep yourself limited with your credit cards. Number 5, the bonus round, so to speak. The way people destroy their credit, this actually goes further, is not protecting your financial information. So I'm actually here in the San Fernando Valley in Porter Ranch. We're filming here at a Chase. We came in to film, and someone literally left their receipt with bank information, personal info. Now, if I'm a criminal, this is not hard for me to get their identity and get their info off of. We ripped it up out of respect to this individual, but in the hands of the wrong person, this can destroy your credit. Many years ago, my mother went through someone stealing her information, and she went through a big headache before she could clear it up. And that's even worse than a credit score because your name is tarnished if they go rack up bills and buy things. Be careful. When you're making deposits at the bank and you have these receipts, rip them up, throw them away, shred them, burn them. Do not leave them hanging here. Again, this individual left their info. We could have easily stole it. We didn't. We ripped it up out of respect to them, but do not do that. That is probably the safest way you could just protect yourself overall, not just credit. Do not leave personal info laying around for somebody to steal. Information in a car, just do not do it. Protect yourself at all costs. There's criminals out there that at any moment can take your info, become you, and destroy your credit and destroy your name. Hello?
Hey, Ram, how you doing, man?
Good. Let me, Hey, I'm good. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Hey, man, yeah, so we need you for a gig.
What gig are you talking about?
Well, Ram, you sound under the weather.
No. I'm Batman, remember?
You're Ram, actually, but yeah, Batman, but whatever, Batman's man. You have a gig on 4th Avenue.
What about the Joker?
Joker, what about him?
Is he gonna be there?
No, as you know, Jeff is in Arizona with his family, and he can't make it to the party this week. So it's just gonna be...
So then the close is clear. The Batman's safe to handle his business.
Yes, okay, yes.
I'll be there. Is the funds transferred?
And yes, your minimum wage is transferred.
The Batman will be there. I'm ready. I was born for this moment. I am vengeance. I am
Batman! I'm so glad you can make it. Hey kids, Batman's here. Who's excited? Come on in.
I just don't understand why my mom brought the weakest superhero to my party. Like, I told her so many times I wanted Superman, not Batman. Superman is so strong, Superman can fly, Superman has all these powers, and what do you have, Batman? Nothing. Nothing, you're weak. All you do is fight time. Like, I'm 6, and I could fight a clown if I wanted to. Like, at least, like, Flash or Green Lantern or something, not Batman. I hate Batman. You don't even have a powerful ring. Can you run fast? I bet I could beat you. I'm the fastest runner in my class. I'm 6 and I could probably beat you up, Batman.
Ram wants you to succeed and will continue to bring you unconventional money-making content for free. Leave a comment below, a like, and if you would, subscribe for more money-making tips. Also, take this opportunity for an amazing offer from Webull. 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800. See the link in the description below. They even give Ram a free stock. Everybody wins.
I'm that weak and I'm